My son, I want you to listen carefully to my voice right now. Life, with its ups and downs, doesn't always reveal its full content right from the start. It's common for certain truths to be hidden, just as a person's heart can hide secrets that, although painful, need to be brought to light. Take this message as a warning. Someone close to you is carrying a heavy burden, a mistake that has not been shared. This secret can impact your life in ways you couldn't have imagined. It's like a shadow that hovers silently, often escaping the watchful eye, but nonetheless no less real. I know that facing the truth can be a challenging task. However, you need to have courage. The pain that can come from unraveling this situation is temporary and necessary for you to move forward. I won't let you face it alone. At times like this, it is crucial to stand firm in your faith and trust that what lies ahead is part of a bigger plan, a necessary step towards healing and renewal. That's why I ask you to stay with me until the end of this message. The path may seem difficult, but every word I share with you is an invitation to reflection, a call to the light of truth that is liberating. Together, we can transform this moment into a new beginning. Son, right now, I want you to feel enveloped in a certainty of love and protection. There are times when we are faced with challenging situations that affect those we love. A pain, an illness, something that brings worry and anxiety. It's important to understand that even if this condition isn't contagious, it carries the weight of internal suffering. Often, this becomes a burden, not only for the person facing the difficulty, but for everyone around them. Know that you are surrounded by divine protection. There is a greater force watching over you, which has ensured that this illness does not affect your heart or body. You are under the wings of Providence, and this is a sign that you don't have to carry this weight alone. The difficulties of others should not become your burden. You can offer support and love while keeping your own light burning. The love and compassion you can give this loved one is invaluable. Often, all someone needs is to know that they are not alone, that there are people by their side who are willing to listen, understand, and comfort. So when you hear that someone close to you is facing this battle, let them feel the warmth of your support. Allow me to share an expression of faith that can bring relief. Throughout the ages, many people have found solace and healing in spirituality and prayer. There is an ancient prayer that has been a remedy for many souls in distress. It is not just words, but a genuine invocation, a request for help that resonates in God's heart. By praying, you create a bridge between heaven and earth, activating a channel of kindness and protection. As you pray for this loved one, remember that faith is a powerful component in the healing process. Through your trust in something greater, you invoke positive energy, bringing hope to those who are suffering. Every word of prayer, when said with intention and love, has transformative power. So feel the strength that lies in your spiritual practice and the importance of staying connected to the divine. Prayer is not a simple formula, it is a sincere dialogue. Express your feelings, your concerns, and your longing for the recovery of the one you love. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable and show your own feelings, as this is part of the human experience. God hears not only your words, but also what's inside your heart. He understands your fears, your hopes, and your determination to help. As you dedicate yourself to praying and deepening your relationship with the sacred, remember the strength that community and love of neighbor bring. Together, you can cultivate an environment of love and healing. Encourage others to join you in this practice, to raise their voices in a symphony of hope and faith. When many come together for one cause, the strength multiplies. That's the power of unity. It's natural to feel powerless in certain situations, but faith is a remedy for this powerlessness. When you pray, you connect to something that transcends human understanding. You are placing your insecurities in God's hands, trusting that He has a plan that goes beyond what we see. This brings immediate relief to the heart, as it allows you to rest in the certainty that there is a purpose for everything. Keep walking this path of love and faith. Every step you take towards this practice reinforces the idea that you are not only supporting your loved one, but also strengthening yourself in doing so. True love is what unites us and what provides healing, both for those who are suffering and for those who offer support. You have this strength within you, and by channeling it, you transform not only your life, but also the lives of those who are lucky enough to have your love. The difficulties someone may face do not define who they are, but the way you respond to those difficulties is what reveals the true essence of love. Choose to be a light in the lives of those who need it, and know that every act of love and every prayer said with sincerity contributes to the movement of energies around you. Healing can come from many places, and your faith can be the connection that is missing right now. Love is infinite and your capacity to love knows no limits. So keep up the practice of prayer, continue to nurture your relationships with empathy and compassion, and trust that the divine is acting on your behalf. I need to talk about the powerful force that resides in prayer. This practice, often underestimated, is a true channel of connection between you and the divine. By dedicating yourself to prayer, you not only communicate with God, but you also open yourself up to receiving transformations in your life and in the lives of those you love. Prayer is a way of expressing your desires, fears, and longings. It is your voice joining a symphony of love that echoes in the universe. Stick to this practice. When you dedicate yourself to praying, you commit yourself to aligning your thoughts and heart with the purest intentions. It's as if every word you utter becomes a bridge linking your soul to the sacred. This act of faith is a fundamental step not only for your own spiritual growth, but also for the healing and relief of those who need your light. Love is a central theme that we must address. It is through love that we face life's challenges. Every difficult situation presents us with an opportunity to practice love in its truest form. Remember that being loved and loving are two sides of the same coin. By loving courageously, you become a beacon for those in the dark, encouraging them to keep going even in the face of storms. Be brave, son. Facing challenges can be intimidating, but remember that courage is not the absence of fear, but the determination to move forward, even when fear tries to paralyze you. By embracing your courage, you demonstrate that you trust in a greater plan, a plan that God has established for you. This doesn't mean that the paths will always be free of obstacles, but that each challenge brings with it the chance to grow and learn. God has a special plan for you, a purpose that goes beyond what you can see right now. Some beneficial changes are on the way, and often they come in unexpected ways. Be attentive to the signs and opportunities that come your way. It could be a new relationship, a job opportunity, or even a chance to connect more deeply with someone who needs your help. The beauty of life lies in the way God interweaves our stories, leading us to connect hearts and transform lives. Trust plays a crucial role in this journey. Trust God, because He knows your every step, your every thought and your every struggle. This trust is an act of surrender that allows you to relax in His hands. When you surrender your worries and fears, you create space to receive His peace and direction. Often, we get so caught up in our doubts and anxieties that we forget to look beyond them. God asks you to keep the faith, even in the darkest moments. Faith is an essential fuel in your life. It's not just about believing in what you can see, but being sure that, regardless of what is happening around you, there is a greater power working for your good. Faith feeds hope and pushes us to act, even when the path seems uncertain. Every day that you get up and make the choice to believe is a testament to the transformative power of this energy. Let's also talk about dedication. Real change requires a respectful and active commitment. Things often don't happen overnight, and this is where dedication becomes essential. Dedicate yourself to building and nurturing your relationships, not just with others, but also with yourself. Take care of your mental and spiritual health. Make time for prayer, reflection, and self-care. When you invest in yourself, you become even more capable of helping others. Remember that you are not alone on this journey. Each of us has a role to play in the great tapestry of life. Sometimes you may feel isolated in your struggles, but the truth is that we all face challenges. You can be the hand that lifts someone in difficulty. Your love and courage can inspire others to also trust in God and seek the light in times of darkness. Engage with those around you. Share your experiences, your prayers, and stories of overcoming. You never know how your voice might touch someone's heart and inspire them to move forward. Ask questions, listen carefully, and be present. When you genuinely connect with other people, you create a support network that is valuable and powerful. As you dedicate yourself to strengthening your faith practice, it's also important to remember the actions that can complement your prayers. Faith without action is like a seed that is never planted. Help those around you. If you know of someone who is going through difficulties, reach out. Offer support, listen, share advice. Sometimes small gestures have the power to change lives. Life is a cycle of giving and receiving. When you share your love and courage, you also open the door to receiving divine blessings. These changes that are on the way can manifest in your life in many different ways, so be willing to embrace them. Believe that what is to come will be good and that the love you give will return to you multiplied. Your thoughts and feelings are powerful. Attract what you want to see in your life, keep a positive mindset and be open to opportunities. Feel loved and filled with faith every day. Continue to nurture your relationship with the divine and choose light over darkness. The beauty of a faithful heart is priceless. Allow yourself to live with joy and gratitude. Life is a gift, and each new day is a chance to begin again. By keeping this energy in your heart, remember that every little action counts and can lead to radical changes. Open yourself up to what lies ahead and rest assured that, with love and dedication, you will find the path that is already illuminated for you. It is a privilege to trust me to guide your steps at this time. Today, I want you to hear and feel the message of renewal that is approaching your life. New beginnings are on the way. You may find yourself at a turning point, where the experiences you've had so far serve as a solid foundation for something greater to come. Just as the cycle of the seasons renews itself, your life is also about to change. Often, the struggles we face seem heavy and endless. They can leave us exhausted, but it's crucial to see beyond the immediate. Every difficulty you've overcome, every tear you've shed, every smile you've forced in the face of adversity, has all been a way of preparing. You are not going through this for nothing. The experiences that now seem challenging are shaping you to be stronger, more resilient, and wiser than you have ever been. It is easy, in times of difficulty, to want to return to what is familiar, even if that familiar is not healthy. We often try to repeat old cycles, seeking solace in paths that we already know are fruitless. But the truth is that in order for the new to enter your life, you have to leave the old behind. Repeating patterns that don't bring happiness or growth will only delay the arrival of the blessings you deserve. It's time to look forward and free yourself from these chains. Trust that what is to come is different from what has gone before. Life loves change and you should embrace it too. It's time to let go of bad experiences and allow light into your life. By doing so, you are tuning into the vibrations of love and hope, creating space for wonders to manifest. Get ready, because miracles are forming all around you. Sometimes this may sound far away, but the truth is that miracles are not just extraordinary phenomena. They can manifest themselves in the simplest of ways: an unexpected smile, a word of encouragement, the help of someone you never imagined you would receive. When you open yourself up to what God has in store, the little miracles become more and more evident, bringing joy to your soul. Be attentive to the signs that surround your life. Often, the messages you are waiting for come in subtle forms. Be alert to coincidences, chance encounters, and even thoughts that pop up without warning. This could be the universe or God directing you to the right path. Respect the intuition that lives within you. It is a compass that points you in new directions, illuminating your path with every step you take. Embrace this phase of renewal with an open mind. Be willing to learn from the past, but don't let it define your future. Every day is a new opportunity to rewrite your story. Change often comes with uncertainty. This is natural, but don't let fear of the unknown stop you from moving forward. Instead, use this energy as an impetus to move forward. Every step you take towards the new should be accompanied by a positive thought. This will help you attract what you want. Connect with those around you. The power of community is immense, and together you can celebrate small victories and support each other in difficulties. Functioning as part of a network of love and support not only allows you to grow, but also helps spread the light to those who are lost in their own shadows. Keep in mind that your actions have consequences. By sowing kindness and love, you will reap the fruits of your labor. The blessings to come are not just for you, they are interconnected with the energy you emanate into the world. Think about how you can contribute positively to the lives of those around you. When you align yourself with divine purposes, everything becomes possible. The positive changes that are coming are not just about you, but about how they will impact the lives of everyone around you. This is a time of transformation, not just for you, but for your entire community. Embrace it with faith and courage. Remember that every challenge you overcome is a bridge that leads you to this new beginning. The blessings are piling up and you are part of this divine process. Keep walking with your head held high, an open heart and a receptive mind. You are about to enter a wonderful new phase of your life, full of love, opportunities and, above all, miracles. It is essential to remember that you are not alone. God is always by your side, ready to listen and support you. When you pray, you connect with this vital force that transcends difficulties. Prayer is an invitation to reflect and a call to inner peace. It is a reminder that, even in the midst of the storm, there is a refuge in God. Be aware that while you dedicate yourself to this practice, significant changes are taking place in your life. Often, this means letting go of people and situations that no longer serve your growth. God is removing those people from your past who were not beneficial. It may be that you have become close to someone who doesn't add to your life, who brings difficulties instead of joy, or who even hinders your progress. Be prepared to accept that, in some cases, separation is essential for your progress. These changes may seem painful at first, but remember that in many situations we must give up what is familiar in order to allow the new to enter. When you dedicate yourself to prayer and seek divine guidance, it is common for those who no longer have a purpose in your life to begin to drift away. Don't resist these changes, instead, accept them as part of the greater plan that God has for you. Sometimes people come into our lives for a specific time, and after that time, it's time to move on. By leaving these people and situations behind, you make room for new opportunities that God is bringing. These new opportunities can manifest themselves in various ways. They can be relationships that offer love and encouragement, new challenges that push you to grow, or even changes in your professional life that lead you down a more fulfilling path. Be attentive to what presents itself to you, because the universe acts in various dimensions and is always willing to offer alternatives that are aligned with your true purpose. Also, remember that each new step requires courage. The courage to change, to accept the new and to let go of what no longer serves you. Sometimes, allowing new people into your life means leaving your comfort zone. But this is an essential part of the process. As you dedicate yourself to the power of prayer, consider seeking new connections. Let yourself be guided by the positive energies that surround you. Give thanks for the people who are in your life right now, recognizing that each of them has something to teach you. At the same time, be willing to walk away from relationships that drain your energy or don't inspire you to be the best version of yourself. God, in His infinite wisdom, knows what is best for you. Sometimes, minds and hearts that are at odds need to be pushed away so that focus and inner peace can be re-established. It can be painful to let go, but gratitude for having learned something from these experiences can make this process easier. The serenity that prayer brings can help you find clarity in the midst of these transitions. In doing so, you may find that the changes are not only necessary, but also rewarding. Trust that the right people will come into your life at the right time. With every prayer, visualize the blessings that are on their way and keep your mind open to the different forms they can take. Pay attention to the events around you. New opportunities often arise unexpectedly. You may find the chance to form new friendships at community events, workplaces, or even in casual everyday moments. It is in these spaces that synchronicities become visible, and you will find those who are compatible with your spirit and aspirations. Be generous in cultivating authentic relationships. This means being willing to listen and understand, as well as expressing your love and support. A meaningful relationship is built through mutual trust and respect. By opening your heart to these new connections, you create a space where everyone can grow together. Live with intention. Although changes can be challenging, each one brings a life lesson. Be present in each moment and observe how life unfolds. Your feelings, your reactions, and your interactions shape your experience. Prayer allows you to tune in and reassess your path. With each breath and each moment of reflection, you come even closer to your state of inner peace. When difficulties arise and you dedicate yourself to prayer, it is an act of trust in God. By trusting in Him, you allow your life to flow in ways you may never have imagined. This is how miracles and blessings manifest themselves. They present themselves in response to an unshakable faith that you cultivate in your soul. So keep your heart open. Every day brings new opportunities for growth and learning. By letting go of what no longer serves you, you allow yourself to receive what is truly good and uplifting. This is a phase of movement and transformation, so accept it with love and gratitude. Allow prayer to guide you and believe in its power to transform your life. At the highest, where everything is possible, you will find consolation, direction, and hope. The path ahead is opening up and positive energies are aligning themselves with you. Go forward with faith, and always remember that the blessings you seek are also seeking you. Feel the depth of the faith that dwells within you. Faith in God is not just a concept, it is a force that can bring peace to your life, no matter how tumultuous the days may seem. Through faith, you find a safe harbor where you can anchor your fears and uncertainties. It offers you the peace of mind of knowing that there is something greater watching over you, even when everything around you seems uncertain. Every experience you go through, every challenge that seems insurmountable, has a purpose within the divine plan that is slowly unfolding. Sometimes it can be difficult to see the reason behind suffering. Many people wonder why they have to face painful situations, and it's perfectly understandable to feel this way. However, remember that suffering also teaches and strengthens us. It prepares your soul for a growth that can only occur through the struggles we face. Although pain can be intense, it is also an essential part of the journey of personal and spiritual growth. When you go through difficulties, an inner transformation can take place that leads you to a place of wisdom and empathy. These challenging moments have the power to shape you into someone who is stronger, more compassionate, and better able to understand the pain of others. This doesn't mean that you should accept pain as something desirable, but rather that you should recognize that it is part of a necessary cycle for your development. Divine protection is always with you. There are forces that surround you and guide you in times of doubt. These forces are there to remind you that you are not alone. God watches every step, every difficulty, and every prayer you raise. He cares for you and has every intention of helping you visualize the positive outcome that lies ahead. Those moments when you feel lost or discouraged can be difficult, but know that they are being used to prepare you for the blessings to come. Keep hope alive in your heart. Your dedication to praying and seeking God is a powerful sign that you are open to what He has in store. Over time, you will begin to realize that your prayers are being answered. The answers may not come instantly or in the ways you expect, but there are changes happening all around you. Look out for signs and opportunities that reflect the power of your faith. In practice, this can manifest itself in small ways. Sometimes it's a word of encouragement from a friend, the emergence of a new opportunity, or a sense of peace in a moment of indecision. These are not mere coincidences, they are manifestations of what you have been asking for. Your faith acts like a magnet, attracting situations, people and opportunities that are in harmony with your deepest intentions and desires. Being patient is fundamental. We often want immediate answers, but life takes time to unfold. Just as a plant takes time to grow and flourish, your prayers also require space to develop. Trust the process and keep an open heart. You are in a moment of silent transformation, and each day brings with it the chance to move closer to what you long for. When the answers come, they may bring not only relief, but a new understanding of what you've been through. You may see small changes in your environment or in the relationships you cultivate. The peace you seek is often the result of this continuous process of growth and surrender. Sometimes, it's just a matter of seeing things from a new perspective. What once seemed like an obstacle may turn out to be an opportunity in disguise. Reflect on the areas of your life where you want to see change. How can your faith be an engine for these changes? Consider cultivating habits that nurture this faith. Practice gratitude on a daily basis. The act of giving thanks can open your vision to realize that, even in difficulties, there are hidden blessings. Gratitude is an essential travel companion when it comes to cultivating faith. Be aware of new paths that may present themselves. Often, what we need is already there, within our reach, but we can't see it. Your journey is being sublimated with every experience you have, every challenge you overcome, and every prayer you lift up. Divine love and light guide every step you take, and, even when the road seems long, know that you are getting closer and closer to what you want to achieve. Trust that the peace you long for is a promise that is evolving in your life. The connection with God, the faith you nurture, and the prayers you offer are all parts of this great mosaic which, over time, will form a beautiful and clear picture. As you approach this path, be open to receiving the many gifts that are on their way and that are destined for you. Every moment is an opportunity to take hold of your potential and to remember that you are protected and loved. Waiting for that moment when you will see the seeds of your faith blossom into miracles and answers, keep hope alive. What is to come is beautiful, and the journey you have traveled so far is a testament to the strength of your soul. God is preparing something extraordinary for you, something that can be much better than you can imagine. Sometimes we get so caught up in our daily routines and worries that we forget to believe in God's promises. In the midst of challenges and uncertainties, the greatest blessings may be approaching, waiting to be revealed in your life. This divine preparation is proof of God's love for you. He doesn't just direct us to the near future, but to something that truly resonates with the essence of who we are and who we are destined to be. The opportunities and paths that arise may not look like what you expected, but they are often more in line with what you really need. Divine wisdom is always beyond our immediate understanding. However, it's easy to lose sight of this truth amid the distractions of everyday life. We are often bombarded by distractions in the form of worries, anxieties, or even external appeals that don't feed our soul. These elements can divert us from the path that God has laid out for us. When we focus too much on worries, we end up moving away from our genuine connection with the divine and our true essence. It is essential that you become more aware of these distractions. Ask yourself, what has been taking up your time and energy? Are they negative thoughts, unnecessary worries, or even interactions that drain your happiness? This is the time to reflect and discern what really deserves your attention. Sometimes life presents us with challenges that, at first glance, seem insurmountable, but if you are willing to focus on what really matters, you will find a clearer and more purposeful path. God invites us to cultivate a life that values inner peace and clarity of mind. This may require you to make conscious choices about where you invest your energy. Look around you and see if there is anything you need to let go of. Letting go of habits or relationships that don't bring you joy may seem difficult, but it's actually a path to freedom. By letting go of what no longer serves your growth, you make room for what is really in store for you. The practice of prayer and meditation is a powerful way of reconnecting with your inner self and with God. By setting aside moments in your day to quiet your mind and listen to your heart, you get closer to the truth that resides within you. These moments of stillness offer an opportunity to listen to the gentle voice that guides and comforts you. It is during these periods that you can truly receive the divine inspirations that will lead you to this bright future that is shaping up. As you become more aware of your distractions, also start to focus on the opportunities that are presenting themselves. Be on the lookout for glimpses of new possibilities. They may be subtle, but if you are open, you will begin to recognize them. Life is full of signs and synchronicities that indicate you are on the right path. Don't ignore these manifestations. They are invitations to move forward with confidence, trusting in the wisdom of the universe. The transition to something better may require courage. Often, when we face the unknown, we feel afraid. It's normal to feel this way, but don't let fear paralyze you. Be sure that God is by your side every step of the way. By taking steps towards the new that He has prepared, you will not only be changing your life, but also allowing the light of who you really are to shine more brightly. Face transitions with an open mind and a receptive mind. What may seem like a daunting change may, in fact, be the transformation you need. Sometimes our growth is uncomfortable, but it is essential if we are to blossom into our greatest potential. Open yourself up to the abundant opportunities that are coming your way and trust that every change has a purpose. Keep faith in the process. Often, what is to come is simply a matter of waiting patiently and acting at the right time. Trust in the higher power that watches over you makes the challenges easier to face. Remember that God does not forget His promises and that what He has for you is always good. Focus on gratitude for everything you have already experienced and for everything that is yet to come. Every day is a new opportunity to reconnect with the essence of who you are, and every prayer is a step closer to the blessings to come. God has a magnificent plan for you, and it's up to you to be attentive, calm and receptive to these much-needed changes. What you are about to receive may be greater than any expectation you may have. Be willing to receive and experience the beauty that lies in the future. The practice of praying for others is a powerful act that not only benefits those you pray for, but also enriches your own soul. When you raise your intentions for someone else's well-being, you create a current of positive energy that resonates throughout the universe. Sometimes, in our worries and personal challenges, we forget that many around us are also facing their own struggles. By taking the time to pray for them, you connect to a larger network of love and empathy. This connection with others strengthens your ties with humanity. By looking beyond yourself, you broaden your perspective and realize that you are not alone in your experiences. Instead of focusing only on your own needs and desires, making room for concern and love for others, you feel the peace and joy that come from altruism. At the same time, be aware that a special gift is on its way to you. God has a wonderful way of surprising us in ways we often can't anticipate. It's that kind of gift where, upon receiving it, you wonder how it's possible that something so beautiful was about to enter your life without you realizing it. This blessing can come in the form of an unexpected opportunity, a new friendship, or even a profound inner revelation. While you keep your focus on praying for others, remember that your own needs and desires are also important. God doesn't ignore what you want, but often expects you to turn towards the light that flows around you. The act of giving to others can, in a surprising way, open the way for you to receive too. Sending your positive energy to others creates a sacred space where reciprocity happens, and you may find yourself getting what you've been longing for. It is in these moments that we can see God's constant presence in our lives. He is always listening, even when it seems that life is silent. Often, the silence of the divine is a way of teaching us patience and trust. It is a reminder that every prayer offered, every thought sent, is heard and registered. This faithful presence provides a sense of security in the midst of life's uncertainties. Instead of worrying about what you don't have, focus on what you already have. Gratitude is a powerful force that can change the way you see the world. When you give thanks for what you already have, you create a vibrant space to receive more. This practice not only strengthens your connection with the divine, but also enables you to experience life more abundantly. As you await the arrival of this special gift, take the opportunity to take care of yourself and cultivate a mental and emotional space that lives up to what you want to receive. This could mean practicing moments of silence, meditating, writing in a journal, or simply allowing yourself to be kinder to yourself. Sometimes the expectation of a gift can become a source of anxiety, but remember that regardless of when and how that gift arrives, your divine essence is already present in your life. On this path, make a conscious effort to move away from distractions that don't enrich your soul. Social media, for example, can be a source of distraction, taking you away from focusing on what really means something. Try to limit the time you spend consuming information that doesn't add value to your life. By doing so, you open yourself up to more authentic and meaningful experiences. Face-to-face interactions, conversations with friends and family, and even moments of solitude are precious for building deeper connections. These are the moments when God manifests Himself most clearly through the kindness and grace of other people. Whether it's doing an act of kindness for a stranger or simply being a present listener for someone in need, these are opportunities to illuminate your own experiences. Look forward to the gift that is on its way with an open heart and a calm mind. God knows the sincere desires of your heart, and, as you dedicate yourself to caring for others and nurturing your own soul, the rewards will begin to reveal themselves. This mutual connection between you and the universe creates a continuous cycle of love and light. Through prayer and focusing on the essentials, you bless and transform your life. Always remember that by doing good to others, you are doing immense good to yourself. The energy you emanate reverberates and returns to you multiplied. The essence of what you want comes closer more quickly when you act in love. This is the gift of the universe. God is always present, listening and guiding you every step of the way. His presence is constant and unchanging, even in the storms of life. When you feel lost or without a clear address, remember that this light is always available. The serenity of the divine never fails to offer comfort and hope. Trust that protection and guidance are always within reach, and follow the signs that manifest in your life. When you look at the number of blessings that surround us every day, you'll realize that they often go unnoticed amid the madness of our routines. Gratitude is a powerful practice, and it's essential to remember to be thankful, even for the little things. The simple act of recognizing everyday blessings can transform your perspective and bring a sense of deep peace. Notice the little things around you. The sunlight coming through the window, the tasty food on the table, the laughter of someone close to you. Each of these moments contains a blessing. Sometimes we focus so much on problems and challenges that we forget to see the beauty in simple things. Practicing gratitude every day is a way of reconnecting with what really matters and living with an open mind and heart. When you start making a list of what you're grateful for, you'll see how your life brightens up. Gratitude not only improves your well-being, it also helps attract more good things to you. By vibrating at a frequency of gratitude, you are creating a positive field around you, and this resonates with the universe. Blessings tend to multiply when you connect with what you already have. What's more, gratitude is a remedy for comparison and dissatisfaction. In the age of social media, it's easy to get carried away by the appearance of other people's lives and thus forget the riches you already possess. When you focus on your own blessings, there is no room for comparison. What you have is specific to you, created especially for you to grow and learn. Life is not a competition, but a gift to be uncovered. Now, when we talk about gratitude, we can't forget Jesus' sacrifice. Through this act of unconditional love, He brought us an inexhaustible source of faith and hope. Jesus' sacrifice teaches us about the power of love, compassion, and forgiveness. He gave Himself up for us, not just so that we would have the chance of eternal life, but so that we could live with a clear and meaningful purpose here and now. This sacrifice reminds us that, even in the midst of difficulties and suffering, there is always a light shining at the end of the tunnel. It crystallizes the idea that, no matter how challenging the situation, there is always a path to redemption and learning through pain. This was the message of hope that Jesus left us, an invitation to never let ourselves be overwhelmed by temporary difficulties. Keep this hope alive in your heart. In moments of uncertainty, remember that you are supported by a love that transcends any pain. Jesus teaches us that it is possible to rise from the ashes, that there is always a new opportunity to heal and start again. This doesn't mean that the challenges will disappear, but rather that you will have the strength to face them. As you continue to cultivate gratitude, also think about the impact it can have on your spiritual life. Through gratitude, you come closer to God and to understanding His plans for you. It's a way of opening your heart and allowing divine grace to flow into your being. This connection brings a sense of purpose that can be profoundly transformative. Ask God to help you cultivate a grateful heart. When you dedicate yourself to this purpose, you may be surprised by the changes that happen around you. People may notice your new energy, your inner peace, and this may inspire them to do the same. Gratitude is contagious. When someone sees you express gratitude, they may feel motivated to do the same. Spreading this energy is an act of love and compassion that contributes immensely to the community. Also remember that gratitude shouldn't just be a passing emotion. It's a practice that you can incorporate into your daily life. When you wake up, take a moment to reflect on what you are grateful for. At the end of the day, think about the good things that have happened, however small. This exercise helps to create a state of mind where blessings become more visible and tangible. When you are faced with difficulties, and they will arise, use the story of Jesus' sacrifice as a reminder that there is strength in weakness and rebirth in pain. Jesus showed us that even in moments of despair it is possible to find hope. His words and actions throughout his earthly life were a living testimony to this. Think about this as you face your own obstacles. Even when times are tough, you can keep the faith and know that God is by your side. He is always listening to your prayers and is there for you every step of the way. This knowledge brings indescribable peace. No matter what life throws at you, you are not alone. Finally, as you practice gratitude and connect with the hope that comes from Jesus' sacrifice, you will notice changes in your life. The way you see situations will begin to evolve. You will find a new kind of resilience, a strength that comes from knowing that everything is part of a bigger plan. Life, with all its ups and downs, is an opportunity to grow and connect more deeply with the divine essence that resides within you. So always keep gratitude and hope in your field of vision. This is the path to a full and meaningful life, where you can be a channel of love and light, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. Identifying daily blessings will become easier and easier, and the practice of praying and giving thanks will become an essential part of who you are. Go forth with faith, and always remember that each day is a new opportunity to live in gratitude and love. I want you to understand the essential importance of forgiveness, a virtue that can bring relief and renewal to your life. Forgiveness is not just a gesture of compassion towards others, it is an act of love that you offer yourself. Looking at your life, you may have accumulated emotional wounds, resentments or disappointments which, if left untreated, can become invisible barriers that hinder your spiritual growth. When you refuse to forgive yourself or others, you are trapping yourself in a cycle of pain. Forgiveness is a key that can free you from this prison. By releasing the weight of resentments, you open yourself up to healing, inner peace and acceptance. Remember that nobody is perfect. We all make mistakes and sometimes those mistakes hurt others or ourselves. True strength comes from recognizing these mistakes and deciding to move forward, learning from the experience. Forgiveness doesn't mean ignoring the pain or injustices you've suffered. On the contrary, forgiving is a conscious act of choice. It means that you are deciding not to allow these experiences to define who you are or your happiness in the present. When you refuse to forgive, you are feeding a wound that can grow, damaging not only your emotional health, but also your spiritual well-being. On the other hand, when you forgive, you free up space within yourself for new possibilities and growth. It's an act of courage that shows you're ready to leave the past behind. Just as it is vital to forgive others, it is equally essential that you learn to forgive yourself. We are often our own worst critics, carrying guilt and regret that doesn't serve us. Remember that each of us is in a constant process of learning and evolving. Your mistakes do not define your essence, they are learning opportunities. By forgiving yourself, you allow love and acceptance to enter your life. This practice of self-forgiveness is fundamental to healing your soul and developing a more loving relationship with yourself. You may wonder, how can I forgive someone who has hurt me so deeply? This is a question that many people ask themselves, and the answer begins within you. Forgiveness is a process, not an instantaneous event. The first step is to be patient with yourself. Recognize that healing takes time, especially when the wounds are deep. Passenger with yourself on this journey. Allow yourself to feel the pain and then try to understand what the experience has taught you. In this way, forgiveness becomes an act of love, a form of liberation. It is essential to understand that waiting for the results of God's plans requires patience. Often, you may get frustrated when you look for immediate answers. This is natural, but bear in mind that divine ways are different from human ways. God sees the whole picture and knows the right time to act in your life. So, while you wait, stand firm in your faith and trust that, even if you don't understand the reason for the situations you experience, everything happens for a reason. When you find yourself in periods of waiting, use this time to work on forgiveness in your life. It's a good time to reflect on your feelings and reevaluate your attitudes. This is an opportunity to connect more deeply with yourself and with God. You can start praying, asking God to help you let go of what may be holding you back and to release the weight you are carrying. Patience is a powerful virtue, a sign of strength and trust in God. When you are patient, you show that you are willing to surrender your worries and anxieties to Him, believing that everything will work out for the best. God is always listening, even when it seems that your prayers aren't answered in the way you want. Sometimes the answer can come in subtle ways, and you need to be aware of the signs. Be aware that while you wait, you are also invited to work on your own growth. Practicing forgiveness is an ongoing construction that goes beyond a single moment. Every day is a new opportunity for liberation. When you make a continuous effort to forgive and to be patient, you create a safe space within yourself for love and understanding to flourish. Keep your eyes on the future. When you focus on how to take the next step, you allow forgiveness to open the door to new possibilities. Life is full of new beginnings, and each day brings the chance to renew your vows of love, both with yourself and with others. Instead of dwelling on the hurts, look to what is yet to come. What do you want in your life? How can you act in a way that aligns with these desires? Forgiveness is fuel for personal transformation. When you allow love to flow through forgiveness, you begin to see changes in the way you interact with the world. This doesn't mean dismissing your emotions or experiences, but embracing every part of you as integral to your identity and growth. You can be strengthened by your struggles, and forgiveness is the bridge that connects the past to the future. Healing brings with it rebirth. By releasing the wounds of the past, you allow new energies to enter your life. Forgiveness opens the door to a new way of living, where you can be lighter, more loving and more at peace. This is the path that God wants for you, a path of light, love and renewal. Be patient with yourself during this journey and be open to what lies ahead. These elements are like lights that illuminate your inner self, allowing you to recognize the changes that are happening in your life. Often, we are so immersed in our daily routines that we fail to see the spiritual growth that is taking place. That's why it's so important to stop and ask yourself questions. What do you feel? What do you really want to achieve? What are these experiences teaching you? By engaging in this process of self-knowledge, you become more aware of the divine influences that are guiding your life. God wants you not only to recognize these transformations, but also to embrace the path He has laid out for you. Every small step you take towards self-understanding is a way of aligning yourself with the greater purpose. Change happens first within you. When you open up to understanding your feelings, thoughts, and desires, you allow the divine light to penetrate your life and make a difference. A powerful aspect of this transformation process is declaring one's faith out loud. Often, we may have doubts or concerns, but when we express our faith, whether in moments of prayer or simply in our thoughts, we strengthen our intention and connection with the divine. Declaring your faith is an act of courage and faith. It's like lighting a candle in a dark room. It illuminates not only your path, but also the environment around you. When you speak your beliefs and hopes out loud, you are also manifesting your intentions to the universe. Remember that your word has power. By positively affirming what you want in your life, you create a space for these intentions to come true. Declare your faith, not just as a ritual, but as a practice that brings strength to your spirit. This aligns your heart and mind with God's purpose, which is always watching over you. As you engage in this inner transformation, it is vital to cultivate humility and compassion, both for yourself and for others. Humility allows you to recognize that everyone is in a learning process and that growth is a natural part of life. Sometimes you may feel that you are ahead or behind someone on your path, but everyone has their own struggles and victories. By maintaining humility, you become more accessible to others, creating a space for dialogue and understanding. In the same way, compassion serves as a link between you and those around you. When you dedicate yourself to understanding the struggles of others, you are not only helping, but also transforming your own life. Compassion is a reflection of divine love. It is a practice that enriches both the giver and the receiver. By cultivating compassion, you foster an environment where everyone feels welcomed and understood. It's a way of making a real difference in the lives of those around you. As you change and allow yourself to grow, don't forget to recognize and celebrate these changes. Every step towards self-knowledge, every affirmation of faith, and every act of compassion are milestones in your evolution. Allow yourself to feel the joy that comes with this progress, however small. It is this joy that will nourish your soul and keep you motivated to keep moving forward. Now, son, I invite you to take action. In the comments below, write the word light. This simple word is a symbol of the hope and transformation you are attracting into your life. Also, take comfort in knowing that by writing this, you are also anchoring your intention and opening yourself up to the blessings to come. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, consider doing so. Share this video with people who need to hear this message. And, if you felt that the content brought something positive, give it a like. This small gesture helps spread love and light, and allows more people to have access to these messages. Finally, let's say a little prayer together. Quiet your mind and, if you can, close your eyes for a moment. Thank God for every blessing in your life and ask Him to help you continue on the path of self-knowledge, faith, humility, and compassion. May you always remember that you are surrounded by light and love. May it be so.